What is going on, guys? Ancient Jarl here, bringing you another in-depth overview, this time on the god Zeus, god of the sky, or most commonly called god of gods. We'll get right into his build here, guys, starting off with a Vampiric Shroud, giving him 20 extra magical power, 100 health, and 5 MP5. Next I go into Shoes of Focus here for the added cooldown on Zeus's most powerful ability, his 3, his Detonate. So the extra cooldowns really helps you here, along obviously with movement speed and extra magical power and mana. Next I chose to go into Bancroft's Talon here. Even, I guess you could start Tiny Trinket to get the little bit of extra magical power and then only have pots and limited vision, I guess, with wards. But next going into Bancroft's Talon, or like I said, I might start Vamp and then go Tiny Trinket and then into Boots. But anyway, so Bancroft's Talon I would go next, giving you that raw 100 magical power, giving you very, early off good sustain with your healing, since Zeus doesn't have that great of wave clear, especially early game. And then I go into Obsidian Shard for the added pen, that's 70 magical power, and the 33% magical penetration allows Zeus to hit really hard even on the tank in this situation. Next I chose Poly, just because having that Poly proc and being able to push towers and such with that is so useful in going into late game. And then the last item I chose, Rod of Tahuti. Rod of Tahuti obviously giving you 125 magical power, 15 MP5, and increased magical power by 25% overall, meaning it's very strong. Always a pickup on a mage, as long as it's not a tank. And then late game you could sell your Vamp Shroud for something like I don't know, maybe a Soul Reaver to do extra damage if you want to go straight Glass Cannon, or maybe a Magi so you don't get CC'd if it's a heavy CC team, or Hide of the Urchin if you're really needing that extra tankiness, or even Breastplate of Valor for the extra cooldown and the high amount of physical protections if they have a pesky physical late game. Next I chose Aegis for Zeus, because Zeus can do a lot of damage and basic attacks, but if people burn a lot of their abilities on him, like I guess Beads is also really useful, but I just like Aegis because I think a lot of Zeus's matchups, or a lot of the gods you're seeing now in mid lane, are Scylla and Poseidon, gods that can quick burst you and use their ultimate to finish you off. So I just went with Aegis here. Beads also a wise pickup with Zeus to help him get away. Combat Blink I chose here just because, again, Zeus does not have leap mobility. He is basic attack oriented, so you're always going to be pitching basics, and if you get caught out with throwing a basic and you're too slow, Kali stuns you, lashes you. I'm just using Kali as example, could be Bakasura, whoever. That could really screw you, so Combat Blink to pop you out of there immediately. Next I chose Health Potions for sustain in mid lane, because you want a little bit of extra sustain. Maybe mana here, because Zeus is kind of mana hungry early, but the best thing you can do with Zeus early is cast out his Chain Lightnings repeatedly instead of using his Detonate and saving that for when you really need it, but 2, Detonate costs a lot early when you don't have the mana to back it. So Health Pots and Wards, I guess, here, as long as you continue to try and use Chain Lightning to clear waves, that is, to me, okay. Anyway, let's get into his overview for you guys. He gains 71 health per level, 44 mana per level, and as you can see here, his speed is 0, range obviously increasing 0. That's very obvious there. Zeus is a basic attack kind of oriented god, because it stacks charges. You can also stack charges with Chain Lightning or Aegis Shield too, but I'll get into that. So he only gains 0.009 attack speed per level, which is kind of low. Not the worst thing in the world, but it's kind of low. And obviously he has no magic or progressions or magical damage. He used to have progressions, and he was really strong when he had progressions. Next, magical defense, he increases none physical, as you can see there, 2.7 per level, starting off with a base of 8. HP 5, 6, and then 0.45 per level, and 0.45 mana per level, starting off with a 4-6. Let's get right into Zeus's passive. Zeus's passive is called Overcharge. In-hand Lightning Bolt basic attacks against enemies will apply a charge. Basic attacks against targets with charges deal increased damage. Damage increased per charge by 30%. Be in mind of that. That's helpful, especially with basic attacks and Chain Lightning, detonating. All that's important. Going into his 1 now, it's a line-based ability. It is also, like it says, a projectile. Zeus fires a bolt of lightning that arcs between enemies, doing damage and applying charge to enemies' hit. Damage, as you can see, scales there. This late game, once you get this built, it applies a lot of damage from bouncing from target to target, so always remember that. And then an arc 4 times when you cast it, so if it hits a minion, it'll hit 3 more after it hits your base minion, or if you hit a god, it'll apply at least 2 charges to them. Aegis Shield is his next ability, his 2, and it's a self-buff. Zeus harnesses high lightning defensively, granting himself additional protections and increasing his movement speed. While the shield is active, basic attacks from enemy players have a % of the damage reflected back as magical damage and have a charge applied. So if you have an AD carry applying this to you or attacking you, late game it's not going to matter because they're going to blow you up before you can do anything. Unless you know that you have 3 charges on them and detonate and you're just running away as fast as you can. You detonate that charge on them, you know, it's going to do a lot of damage and stuff like that. So it stacks charges against people. Basic attacks reflected 10%, as you can see there. It grants extra protections, gives him a huge amount of movement speed, and the lifetime of it is for 6 seconds. His 3 is what I would max first, and it is detonate charge. Zeus detonates any charges that have accumulated on enemies, doing damage multiplied by 1, 2, and 3, depending on the number of charges. Targets with 3 charges at the time of detonation are stunned. It's a 1-second stun. It's pretty simple, but the damage is very strong. So always be in mind of that 10-second cooldown there. So it's pretty good, and it's his main focus of damage because that charge really stacks on you late game, or it really does a lot of damage. Is what I'm trying to get across. Chain lightning. It would be detonate charge. Leveling up goes lightning storm, detonate charge, chain lightning, Aegis shield. But to me, I always, if there's a god with a safe ability such as Alquang's 2, you know, Alquang Slither or Ra's 2 to help him get away from people, I always put 1 point into that early, just because that can honestly help you in so many ways. Just because Slither will give you that little movement speed, Ra will give you that slow. Actually, Ra is kind of crucial to upgrade that. But anyway, for Zeus, it's quite helpful. So I would definitely put like first into this to help clear mid camps, then into detonate charge, then into Aegis shield, and then back into detonate charge at level 4. Anyway, into Zeus's ultimate is a ground target ability. The radius is 30 units. It's a decent size ability. Zeus conjures the lightning storm, striking enemies in the area every second. Applies a charge with each hit. As you can see, there's the damage from each lightning strike. 50% scaling in a 5-second lifetime. Cost is 100 mana at all ranks and 90-second cooldown. So anyway, guys, I think that's it. Yeah, I think I went over. I guess I can read this off to you because I've been neglecting this and I've heard a few comments. Zeus has a hard difficulty to play, and his pros are higher AD damage, which is very true because of chain lightning and lightning storm. So this is definitely true. To me, Zeus's hard difficulty isn't necessarily true, because applying charges to enemy gods is quite easy, especially when using Chain Lightning or if they're hitting you with Aegis Shield. You just got to keep this on cooldown the best of your ability. Don't be afraid to Lightning Bolt, hit, charge, clear a wave, whatnot. But this is just, it's at cost of 90 at all ranks. That's high. When you only have 100 or 275 mana, I think, with Vamp Shroud on top of your 245 and whatnot, that really drains your mana fast. So that's why I chose this, because it starts off at 50. So if you just keep casting this over and over again, you'll get at least 5 uses out of this, whereas you'll get 3 uses or 2 out of this. So anyway, I guess I could consider him hard to play, but if you keep this on cooldown and you're smart with Zeus's positioning, you will ace everything. Zeus is a very strong god. So anyway, guys, I hope to see you, or that's all for his overview, and I hope to see you in some gameplay. What is going on, guys? Here we are again. Now I'm in some gameplay with some Zeus. I am Zeus in the mid lane. If I'm not mistaken, we have an Uller in the solo. Actually, I don't know what we have. I lied to you. I don't know what's going on. I didn't pay attention. So this is probably going to be a bad thing. We will see, though. However, it could be good. But they do have an Aphrodite heal, and if we have maybe a Nemesis. I've seen a Nemesis, so Nemesis has got to be jungle. She's such a good jungle. Well, that's in my mind. I guess some people's minds are a lot different than mine. I don't know. I would assume if anything, if my brain works with me, I think Raw solo. Let's see their builds. Let's check it out. After I'm done buying stuff. Power. There you go. Tiny trinket. There we go. Consumable. We go ward and 2 health pots because screw dying. And now we check builds. So Nemesis is jungle. I don't know what's going to happen. Who is tank? So Apollo is tank. It's probably GG, but I think in my last bet that's because we had a Wukong as well. Ross said he is willing to support, so that is freaking awesome. Freaking, ooh, they're trying to hit me here. Ooh, ooh. 720, 1080. Scope, wall bang. I should not be tanking these, but I'm going to, I guess. Guess I'm okay with that. Solo is on my right side, so if I'm looking for a gank from Solo, I'm going to go ahead and stab. Pop a ward right there. Got an Ao Kuang mid. Ao Kuang just counters Zeus, and the only way that Ao Kuang counters Zeus is in the way that he has Natus. He's got mean Natus. But I can be as aggressive as I want early because of lack of Natus damage. But they gotta be careful because in the jungle, when you have a jungle oh, Doom Arm Aphrodite. Seen it before, see it again. I hate when a basic attack like kind of registers but then doesn't actually work. Like I said, in early game, it's a flat 90 mana cost at all ranks. So I will 100% use Chain Lightning to hit waves. And now I gotta run away because I don't want to take that much damage. Ao Kuang is kind of a passive player, which excites me. There you go, got him down before bad things happen to my bum. Ra is our support, which is freaking awesome. That's rude. And his wave, that's the problem with Ao Kuang again against Zeus, is his wave clear just dumpsters on you. So I'll back off here. I'll cast one more of those at the wave. Ao Kuang out pushes the crap out of you early, obviously. Oops. So I'm going to be forced to use another mana pot, or health pot here. Just to get, they got a duo Ra. We got our duo Ra, which is actually kind of decent because of the heal from Ra. So that could help end his push. She shouldn't be tanking that. If I have to detonate there, I could have. Nice, picking up mid camps. I don't want to get hit with a squall here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this and dip and hug the wall as close as I can. I got to be really careful. Honbots murders Zeus late game, so, I mean, as does everybody, but Zeus specifically, he frickin' just torches, so that's something I have to really be careful for. He's dead. Nothing I could do there. I mean, you can get a little mad, but there's nothing. I just forgot to call out a space on it. That's, again, that is my fault, honestly, but the problem with Ao Kuang is he's a good rotator, so Ao Kuang can just dip and get you, or clear a wave, get you, clear a wave, and hit you with a Natus, do half your HP. And that's how you go. Oh, that's a dead meat. I don't have enough mana for anything, and he's got a leap or something coming up, so. Oh, oh my gosh, he laid off. He laid off. That was a big misplay. Big. Oh, he was out of mana, maybe. So maybe it wasn't a misplay, but still, that was. And that is a definite right away beads. That is an immediate response saying, hey, I'm going to get beads so I don't die. Good coming out of this Ra. Did Ra get Hog yet? No, he didn't, unfortunately. Which is okay, but he's still going damage, which is unfortunate. Kwong should not have stayed. He even delved right back in, so that's misplay by Ao Kwong there, knowing that Zeus can easily nuke him. I'm back off here. I gotta rotate with him. I'm gonna go ahead and go for mid camp if I can. So there, and that's why I enjoy passive Ao Kwong, because if Ao Kwong was smart, he would be as aggressive as possible. I got a free mid camp there too as well, so that's amazing news. Oh no, she's pulling my minions away, no. Moonbots is actually over here. I might be able to kill him if he's getting greedy and trying to go for camps. Unfortunate. I heard him jump. He probably didn't. I will go ahead and wait here for mid camps if I can. Getting a little greedy here. But if I can steal up these mid camps and get a kill on Ao Kwong again. I'm dead. I don't want to do it. Love me. Push me out. I got him though. Rotating very well. Be careful of that. If I can snipe that, that'd be great. Nemesis might die here. Oh, good bait, good bait. Nice job. Ooh, missed the ult though. Unfortunate. Way to jump back out in that situation. As long as I can get, I'm going to go ahead and steal these small harpies back here, get a little farm for missing out there and ending up dying. That chain lightning managed to hit, the chain lightning managed to hit, what's his face there? I'm going to see if I can't steal these. Nope, I missed him. Hoonbot's, I think, just back there. Hoonbot's is level 10, though, so Hoonbot's got the kill on me, which was worth a lot of gold. I'm going to go ahead and not fight this. I don't feel like dying. I know that that's down, I think, anyway. So again, like I said, you just pitch that at the wave. I don't think, yep, I didn't get hit by that. I'm not going to, like, oh, god damn it, Ymir. Calls, guys, just let them know. She's dead, though. They're just getting baited so hard right there. Granted, I don't have any wards anymore, so that is definitely my fault in that aspect. Retreat left lane. It's not worth getting mana and then dying. used beads there and died, so this is definitely a be careful situation. I found a Ymir. You got mid camps. They can definitely attack that. Be careful. I gotta defend mid. I was lucky he has a nice rotator like Ymir to help him out because he would be dead on so many levels. I really gotta be careful without my wards though, especially with the Hoon bots patrolling. Stole one. That's unfortunate. I thought that was Nemesis dashing into him. I didn't miss out on experience there, but does Ymir have blink? Yes, he does. He has Midas. Enemy missing. Be careful. It would be cool. Just gonna say it. Now I'm going to purchase Mad Wards and Mad Health Bots, because screw dying, defend middle lane. Hoon bots can't do anything. In fact, they could probably kill Hoon bots in this situation. Definitely. His jump is down, like you gotta go after him. She let it fall because she got greedy and went for a buff instead of actually fighting on it, so she's not going to die here, but she's definitely not in a good spot to be able to fight him. I meant to the right lane, or left lane, not to. Nemesis dying in mid, so. Not trying to be beyond there, just so you guys know. Honestly, could have killed him there, but I'm just going to cast that just so he has to go back and heal. Their Hoon bots is level 12, and our Nemesis is level 10, so. If they could really get over here, that'd be great. Rip. That's a really bad misplay by my team, not noticing that their level 12 Hoon bots is at 1 HP. Really bad misplay. That's a retreat situation, because Ao Kuang's just going to drop a NATO and kill him. Nice job. These guys are just throwing. You don't go after Hoon bots in this situation because you're going to end up killing yourself from Ymir's freeze. Oh, nice job. Rip game. If I can get greedy here for a second. Can I get Hoon bots is down. This is steal. I'm back here. So I stole that away. I guess we'll get Polly here. We'll max my beads, and then I'm going to go ahead and get first rank Aegis. Beads Aegis is the smartest thing here. I stole away their red buff, so it's not really worth it if Brock could have defended, though, instead of watching it fall like an idiot. Because now it's too late, and he's just going to slow him, and Apollo's going to be able to be right there and mess him. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Nice job, nice job. If you can find that. Not smart. I'm on my way. Forgot about a polyproc already. Apologize. Apologize for not knowing how to speak English. Just gonna wait and sit back. Be careful middle. I didn't mean to pop that. Just meant to be careful middle, and it didn't work. So Ymir's got blink. I do have beads and Aegis, but it's still not, you know, the smartest thing ever. So whoever, I think she just popped her 2, which is not smart. Ra is not really tanking, so, and they have an Aphrodite free. I just detonated that retreat. Because I'm at a detonate retreat right lane. If Uller can get a stun off, I can zone out Aphrodite. Nothing I could do there. That was a good play by him. Really zoned us there. We could probably honestly attack the Gold Fury here, but you know, it's not really worth. Do we have a wave coming up here? Aphrodite's gonna clear that pretty easily though. He's gotta hide. Probably won't be enough. We just gotta get out of here. Hoonbots can easily put a hurt on us. That's a good escape. Nice job getting that middle enemy tower there. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Spear here, but I'm gonna go ahead and put another point into Aegis, because you can Aegis while being CC'd is another thing to be in Hoonbots' ult. You can Aegis, and if Ao Kuang gets smart and he casts that ult, you know, during Aegis. We have to be careful here. We have a pretty good lead because we pushed into that tower. I was honestly surprised that we were going to kill that tower. Or we got to kill that tower, so that's awesome. There, Ymir has blink, and that's definitely a hard initiation that our Ra doesn't have. He definitely has a really schlong. Apologize for that. He has a really strong slow, but he doesn't have the hard CC that Ymir does. Nice job by that Uller there. We can go ahead and attack the Gold Fury here. I'll put up a ward. I'm not going to tank this, though. That's something I do not want to do. I'll hit it for a few times, and then I'll... Like, I got Alicia to Uller. I'm not going to use my detonate here because I can use it on them. Good job. Nice play there. Picking up on that. We can honestly probably go... I beads and Aegis there. That was a huge mistake. I casted well off of him, but it obviously didn't kill him. Unfortunate there. Unfortunate there that I fell, but there's nothing I could really do, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and max the not move Aegis because that helps when Ao Kuang tries to place. You can't get greedy because we are ahead. Just warning them. I don't want them, again, I don't want them to be greedy, so. We have, the good thing about this, though, is now we have 2 ADCs. With Uller in the solo, and as strong as Uller is right now, it's pretty dumb. if Raw's smart here, he's going to go ahead and... Okay, nope, he's leaping over. A hard counter to that one guy, Hunbots, is definitely an Aegis. It's not a hard counter, I guess, per se, but it is strong enough to mitigate all his damage, especially if he goes right into that and then into a... Can I have red? I'll go ahead and use my detonate here. Get it done faster. We got a Gold Fury. I got that thing. He's got a Hunbots all coming, and they have an Afro ult, so that's a rip right lane or left lane. If he can bring him my way, that would be great, but I don't think he can. Ouch. Okay. Just trying to get any XP that I can. Apollo's unnecessarily ulting in here, which is not much you can do about it, so. I guess that zoned her, so I'm okay with that. Nice job. She made he made her miss her kiss, so that's big. Ooh, Apollo's gonna eat that Natus. We got them on the defensive here, but we still have to be very careful. And now I'm going to go into Rod of Djibouti, so I can spank that booty, because that's what I'm down for. Spanking that booty. Ullr's got to be careful, but Ullr can really burn him down. Ymir freeze. And she's got an ult for him. He can leap. Oh, does that Hunbot leap? Yeah, it was. Actually, they're sustaining pretty good, so I guess I'm okay with that. Retreat, we just gotta play the safe because they're grouped hard. Not smart doing that on tank. Good hit. Nice play. Unfortunate that we died there. Oh, he's chasing that Ullr down forever. Attack him. Oh, nope, you got him. His jump comes up like once every 2 seconds. I'll chase him down forever. Actually, I won't. He's probably going to turn it on him, so yep, rip you. Actually, I'm going to go see if I can't leech some of this XP. Yeah, leeched it. I'm down. I was just trying to leech. You can have the red buff all you want. And my beads and Aegis are up for the next fight. I gotta remember to Aegis Hoonbot's ult rather than beadsing it, because then I can beads Ymir's Freeze or something else valuable later. So that's just the thing I need to remember. As soon as I get a rod, though, that's gonna hurt real bad. Why is Nemesis attack? Okay. They might have it warded, though, so they gotta be really careful. Good steal. He's dead. Oh my gosh, Uller with the escapes. Taking a little bit of damage right there, aren't ya? Nice job. I'll tank it as long as we got this. Why Uller's pushing the wave instead of attacking beats me. Nice job. Good stuff. I have an Aegis still here. Nice job. Good push. I'm gonna get greedy here. Because why not? Greed is real. Ra, you're gonna have to die. I'm gonna go ahead and get Rod here. See, like I said, in that situation, I negate a lot of Hoonbot's damage because of his overhand smash, his next chance for a critical. I negate a lot of his damage with Aegis, so Aegis is a key pickup against Hoonbot's, especially when you know he's gonna drop that ultimate. Unfortunate there. There's nothing you could really do about that. Nice job. I don't know exactly how Nemesis's new shield works, but it works in some interesting way. We can definitely nuke that. I just have to drop an ult, and it's Rip Tower. Nice job. Be careful. Oop, they're probably dead. He's just trolling. I don't know why he's trolling. Good game, you rock, you rock. Nice job. He was getting a little trolly there at the end, but that was pretty solid by him. Pretty solid in the end there. I showed you I showed you the power of Zeus. Chain lightning arced between Hoonbots and a few minions for like 400 damage late game with a rod. Ra and Zeus, something T small. Who's T small? Hoonbots. Don't chase me ever again. Or I will hung you down. Hunt you down. Okay, loser. Unfortunate. Okay, I get it. So anyway, guys, that is the devastating power of Zeus. No need to be BM in this situation. And circles. GG. Nice play by the Hoonbots. Hoonbots is a very strong character. Yeah, for real, that was funny. So anyway, it was fun to play. Uller in the solo lane did excellent. Our Nemesis was a little quiet, but did decent amount of disruption. There's Zeus's damage for you guys. 30,000 heavy damage. 10-3, 14. Apollo 10-3, 8. Uller 7-3, 10. Uller's very powerful in solo because of his farm. Next, their Ao Kuang was a pretty good matchup. Their Hoonbots definitely was their damage dealer and their killer, so that was Hoonbots for you. Anyway, guys, that is all I have to show you. I'll show you my build there. I went into Polynomicon early. I guess that wasn't the worst idea, because I hit, I don't know, remember if it was Hoonbots early with a Polynomicon, and it was like a 90 damage charge because it was 3 charges, and then it was 161 from Poly, and then it was detonate, and he died. So maybe Poly isn't such a bad idea early instead of Bancrofts. But like I said, I just like Bancrofts because the raw lifesteal and the 100 power that you get from it, so that's pretty helpful. Our raw troop, shoutouts to Raw. He's still in here, so I'm going to do it. Shout. How do you spell shout? Shout outs to you, Raw, for being a tank for us. GG, dude. So that was, it was awesome that he decided to go tank because Raw is just such a crucial, better tank than an Apollo Uller lane. Like, that's not smart. So anyway, yeah, like I said, guys, that is raw Zeus damage. He does mad damage, especially with pen cooldown. You can get that detonate a little faster. Hoonbots almost nuked me down a few times there, as you guys saw with that strong Deathbringer. So a player that counters Zeus hard, unless you, I guess, like I said, I guess a pretty hard counter to Hoonbots is Aegis at all times. I guess, honestly, I would honestly say that Hoonbots is needed to be Aegis because the ult does so much ticking damage, especially if he puts you into wall. And then the fact that he overhand smashes next, which can do another 400, and then his 400 damage crit, or early game, maybe his 200, 300 damage crit, that's half your HP in overhand smash and a crit. And then not to mention the rest that gets chunked away from from his ultimate. So definitely good play out of Hoonbots. That Hoonbots was very good. He had us running around for a little while, and then I finally gave up on it, and he turned on Raw and killed him, so that was unfortunate for Raw. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that Zeus gameplay, and I will see you in my next video.